Okay, this book is Jay Leno, If Roast Beef Could Fly, and it's by S.B. Whitehead. And the grade level for this one I think would be like second or third. And then the theme of this one was mainly, I think, like family and like different types of family, because it's just, I don't know what Jay Leno is, but I think it's just like a different culture. So basically they're having like a family gathering, and then he tries to do something, and he brushes his hair by the roast beef, and he sees that it looks like super good, and he gets his brush stuck in the roast beef, which is kind of gross, but it happens. But then like his father sees it, and like it's a good story because he like forgives him and everything turns out fine. And then my favorite part was when he gets his hair or the brush stuck in the roast beef, because I don't know, and the illustrations are really cool too, but they just show how he got it stuck there. And then I think I can use this in my class to show like where the different students might be coming from, like the different cultures. Okay, and this one's called Will Always Be There For You by Annette Aubrey. This one could be for, I think first grade would be pretty good. And then the theme in this one is divorce. So basically the parents tell the son that they're getting divorced, and he doesn't really take it that well, and he starts to think of all the things that maybe he did wrong, but then the parents comfort him, and they're just really nice about it, and he understands in the end. My favorite part was when they were comforting him. So like they tell him all the good things, like I don't know, they just make him feel better, and he just definitely does feel better throughout that. And then I think I can use this because I think a lot of students nowadays will probably, there is a lot of divorce, so I think this can help them and help them understand that it wasn't their fault, and like they have nothing to do with it, but it's mainly the parents' issue. The next one is Grandma's Hurting Child, and the author is Jane Yolen and Kate Kuroa. So this one talks about this one could be for first or second, and this one talks about when the child was born and the grandma's telling the story, and just how she had to travel from her home to see the daughter or her granddaughter, and it just shows like different things that she was doing while she went to go see her. And then my favorite part was when they show like the mom and the grandma, like the mom's in labor, and then the grandma's on the train like knitting the blanket for her, but it's basically about grandparents. And then I think I can use this in my class because there is going to be students whose grandparents are the main part in their life, and they didn't really show that in this story, but I think it's important to show that grandparents are important and they have like a big part of their lives. The next one is Carlota Wouldn't Say Boo by Jose Carlos Andres, and then this one is I think this one can be like third grade would be good because it is a little bit longer. And the theme in this one is the little girl doesn't really, like, she kind of isolates herself and she doesn't want to talk to people. She doesn't actually talk at all. And throughout the story, she gets stuck in a closet, so she kind of has to talk, but she talks like the cans and different things. But my favorite part of this one was when she finally does talk and she like yells, but her parents are like so shocked by it, and then it says like that the music notes fell to the ground, and the mom was hanging up letters and they like fell everywhere, so that was pretty cool, just to show like that she didn't ever really talk, but it was just like a surprise and it was good for her. I think this can be good because maybe a lot of students, like, this can happen to students in the classroom, and like letting them know that it's okay to talk. And throughout the story it says like the parents try to encourage her, but just the different things, and I feel like it's important to let them know that it's okay to talk and it's okay to say what they think whenever they need to. The next one is Lovely by Jess Hong. I actually really like this book. This one could be, I feel like, any grade level, but I would do probably like first or second. or maybe even kindergarten, but mainly this is basically about how everyone is lovely and how everyone is different in their own way, and it shows different things about different people being lovely, like small, big. My favorite part was like the one that had like 4, so it said fancy, sporty, graceful, and stompy, but it just showed like the different things, and this one had the prosthetic leg, and then just like, I don't know, it's pretty cool seeing that, for the students to see that, and just like the different people. And then you can use this in your class because there's going to be definitely a variety of students from everywhere, just like every culture maybe, and I feel like it's important to celebrate or make known the diversity and just celebrate that. The next one is Today Was a Terrible Day by Patricia Really Gift. And this one is, I think for second, that'd be good. And this one is just the student, or I forgot his name, but he has a really bad day and like everything just is not coming out good in his day. Oh, his name's Ronald. And he's just not having a good time, and then basically everything that he can think of goes wrong, and then at the end the teacher just helps it comes out like a better day, and it's kind of like the movie Alexander and the book Alexander and the Terrible Horrible Day, so it's pretty cool that it ties to this. And then my favorite part of the book was when the teacher writes a letter to him, so that kind of makes him feel better, and he couldn't read, or he said he couldn't read, but he was able to read the note, and that just makes him feel so much better, and I think it's just like a happy part of the story. And I can use this in my class because there's going to be bad days for every student, and just like nothing will go right, and I think this can really help them and let them know that it's okay to be not okay, or it's okay to like everything going bad, but there's always something good in their day or in their life. The next one is Oliver Button is a Sissy. This one was really cute and it was really good. It's by Tommy De Paola, I think. And the grade level in this one, I think it could be 3rd grade. And the theme of this one is, the summary and the theme is like the little boy, he dances, so everyone thinks it's like not okay and just like weird. But he comes out in the talent show and he dances, and he doesn't end up winning, but he, like, people would kind of make fun of him because he danced at the beginning, and then at the end, they say that he's a star, and like it just, it comes out good because he like knows that he's special. Special in a good way. And then my favorite part was when they wrote, because they wrote on the wall, Oliver Button is a sissy, but then they like crossed that out and put a star after they saw his performance at the talent show. And that was pretty cool because there is going to be like students, maybe boys or girls that do things that boys like, and like it's fine. And I think this shows that it's okay to do something different, and like if he likes to dance, then that's like okay, and that's his passion. So I think this one would be really good in the classroom, and there's a lot of different things that you can do with this activity. The next book is One Cool Friend. So this was a neat story, but the author is Tony Bazeo, and the grade level for this one, I think it could be kindergarten or 1st. And this one's pretty cool because it has like a lot of comic or like dialogue sayings. But in this one, he goes to the zoo, and he goes to the penguins thing, and he dresses like with a tux all the time. And he goes to the penguins, and he ends up wanting to take one home, and he tells his dad, and his dad gives him the money. And the dad thinks it's like a stuffed penguin, but it's actually like a real life penguin. So he takes him home and sneaks him away. But I think this one's pretty cool because it only shows the dad. So I think that can be important in showing the students, like students who have one parent. This will be a good book. But my favorite part was when they're in his room, and he turns on the air conditioner and then he like, it's like freezing in there and they have a pool and it's practically like a skating rink. That's pretty cool, and the penguins there. But I think this one would be nice to show that, like, about the dad, how, like, maybe some students live with only one parent, and then they show about the dad, how they both do things together in the end, and they, like, have a good time. The next one is This Is the Way to Eat Our Lunch, by Edith Bayer. And this one is, I think this could be kinder first, but it could also, like, second and third could do this, just because there's a lot of different things that they show. But this one shows the different foods that people eat in different parts of the world. So it shows some in the U.S., and then it goes to show, like, outside of the country, Colombia, Puerto Rico, North Africa, Morocco. So that's pretty cool to see that. And I think my favorite part was the Texas one, just because I'm from Texas, and I think that's pretty cool that they have, like, tacos and stuff. So yeah, I like that one. And then the theme in this one was just, like, the different parts of the world and, like, different cultures. And I think there's going to be different cultures and different students in your classroom, so I think this is important to show that, the importance in that, and the importance in, like, the different types of food and everything that students don't really see as different, but it is different and it's something unique that they have. And then my last one is Friends Stick Together. This one's really cute. It's by Hannah E. Harrison. And this one I think could be first or second. I think it'd be good. But this one talks about this rhino who doesn't really have any friends, but then this little bird comes along and he starts being his friend, but he kind of gets annoyed by him because he's just, like, too much to handle. And then in the end he kind of tells him that, and then the bird like goes away or whatever, and then the rhino realizes that he actually really misses him and he actually really needed him. But my favorite part was when the bird is, like, eating his ticks during lunch. So, and he says it tastes like chicken, and then he said, just kidding, it tastes like tick. But, and everyone's kind of grossed out by it. And everyone kind of, throughout the story, everyone's kind of, like, annoyed by the little bird too, because he is, like, really loud and different. And then I also had a couple other favorite parts. This one, during dodgeball, he was, like, trying to get him away from him. So every time he would, like, try to hit him with the ball. And it just shows, I like the illustrations on this one. It's pretty cool. And also, I liked how they showed the definition of a friend, and I think that can be really important, and it can be used in the classroom just to show students, like, what a real friend is, or what a friend would be, and what a friend isn't. And I think that can show them, like, it's okay to get, I guess, annoyed, but in the end you really do need your friends, and they are really important to you.